Hari Om, this is Mukunda, and I'm here at Integral Yoga. Hari Om is a salutation or a exuberant way of connecting with Om, the divine sound of Om. And I use the name Mukunda, it's my spiritual name. Some of you know me as Mark, and I am doing the reading from the Golden Present from Integral Yoga here, Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. Satchidananda, who founded Integral Yoga. And I'm doing the reading for July 24th. It is Such a Marriage Will Last is the topic. The one and only thing that will keep a marriage going is to think, God has brought me a partner. No matter what he or she is, I am learning to serve that person unconditionally. It is for that reason I am marrying someone, not for anything else. He or she may seem to be nice, wonderful, an angel, but within a month you will see the ego coming out. Certainly it is going to be difficult then. If you are getting into a matrimonial relationship with someone, know that you are having somebody to offer all your services to. Don't expect anything in return from that person. Both of you should think that way. Such a marriage will last. Well, I don't know much about marriage in terms of my own personal experience, but just from what I've seen in my own family, within friends who are married, that are newly married, that have been married a long time. So yeah, it's helpful to get some information here. Swami Satchidananda was married and even had children, and it was actually when his wife died that he shifted his experience into that of having a monastic life. So he does have some experience to share about from marriage and from having been in the sort of the regular world before renouncing it. So I appreciate that about his life and his words, is that, it comes from that experience, and then adding to that what he learned, through his spiritual teachings, to then be able to use the examples from his own life to be able to speak about how the spiritual teachings really are part of our everyday experience, including marriage. And I like this way of thinking that rather than waiting for this perfect person, or to expect the person that we're going to marry or even spend a long time with, if we expect them to be this certain thing and to stay frozen within that thought we have in our mind of who they are, we're going to be unhappy. It's going to create restlessness and frustration. They'll do something that we think they shouldn't be doing because we have it held in our brain that we want them to respond and react a certain way, because that's our wish to try to have our world be under our control. But how humbling, to be able to reach that point where we recognize there's very little that we have control in that except to give, to be able to do what he says here, not expect something in return, but to, offer all services to. And that certainly is a very tall order to be able to offer, but to at least keep that as a guiding light for us to be able to stay focused on and directed with. That can be useful. We may never reach that ideal or that ultimate goal, but to at least have something that points the way towards having a more peaceful understanding of how to be in a relationship. And for me, while I may not have a marriage to focus on, I can think about any relationship where I'm very close with a person. How can I be less attached to wanting it to go my way and more open to the mystery and beauty of it being just as it is, and that from it being just as it is, I can learn. By giving my services too, I can receive back the exchange from that, whatever it might be, to be open to it and not attached to, really the fruits of that labor, but to just remember that it's by being humble and being of service. Now, it's not to say that if someone's not treating you in a way that feels that is respectful, respecting your place in the world, that you should just keep serving. That's where I think the spiritual practices help keep us awake, keep us to remember what is important. And how do we do that? It takes practice. It takes some kind of a commitment that we can maintain on a regular basis. And sometimes we need that kind of accountability, that kind of regard for ourselves and others by integrating that into our daily life, our daily practice, which this is one of for me, being able to do these videos. So thanks for watching, being a part of this, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay. And there's Swami Ramananda!
Hi, everybody!
Yay! Hi there! Good
Hi.
to see you.
Same here.
Well, this is perfect. We'll have to have you on another reading soon, but thanks for jumping in.
Sure.
What a perfect gift. All right. See you next time.
Oh.
Bye. Oh.